Buddy, I'm here to tell you. Just don't do it. Just stop doing that. You're just gonna go crazy.
Are you happy right now? Are you happy? Look, because of your laziness, you forgot something.
Hello and welcome again to another new video. So before we start, I just want to mention the art is over here. If you see the art on the left, this is their social media. Their art style is so pretty. Like, look at that. It's so good. And oh, there's even June over there. That's so cool. So yeah, I was randomly scrolling by Instagram and saw their draw this in their style character, and I said I wanted to join in and just have fun. And I didn't know there is a specific deadline to this thing, and of course I didn't made it. But anyway, that's cool. I don't mean to join it. I join in the contest. If that was even an art contest, that's fine. I'm just doing this purely for fun, and I do genuinely love the character design of this little witch. I just love the vibe that's going on here. The orange, the autumn vibes. I just delicioso. So here's a little sketch process for all you guys. I actually kind of cheated on the pose because I have already drawn this pose before, like this quote unquote Mr. Beast pose, because a lot of people are saying that whenever, there's two hands posing like that, and they be like, oh, it's a Mr. Breast pose. So, okay, fine. It's gonna be a Mr. Beast pose. And I know I took the easy way out. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? As long as it's not that criminal, like tracing other people's art or AI generated. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing a sketch, and I actually did this live stream. It was kind of my first time doing it live screen on a screen recording. I was using Screenlab, and I kind of prefer live streaming that way because whenever I live stream from my phone, I have to be stuck in this kind of position so that the setup will be nice, like, because I prefer drawing on my lap. Basically, I want to draw on my lap and then back and forth on the table, lap, table, lap, table. I have that kind of method of sketching. Okay, I always want to be in a different position. So when I'm recording from my phone, I have to be stagnant, and therefore I'm going to have like a shrimp position, and that's not good. But with a screen recording, it helps me to move a lot, and while the people are not knowing that I'm actually streaming in the background or something. I was just kidding, of course, this was a joke. Well, simply what I was trying to say is I prefer drawing and streaming while being in a different position, without sacrificing the camera angles or something. But that's only the case for when I'm sketching. When I'm doing line art or rendering, I'm fine live streaming from my phone because I don't know, for some reason when I do sketching, I just require a lot of acrobatic poses. But no, I'm fine being stagnant with line art and coloring, rendering like that. So yeah, let's talk about the art right now. So we're in line art. As you can see, the line art has a texture feel rather than, a perfect like round brush, because I personally don't like those too digital look. Like I've mentioned before, I've mentioned it 1,000 times, especially that I am going to do a watercolor style in this illustration. I mean, that's nothing new. If you've been here in my channel, I have been doing watercolor style for a while now. I actually bought a few new brushes, specifically color pencil, to add a bit more pop or texture to the illustration, because like I said, texture is just my baby. But you know what? Having texture in my art style is kind of conflicting to my character because I'm actually a very lazy artist. If there's a shortcut way, I'll do it, just like the pose. Because when you're doing a texture style, you need a lot more effort. For example, I have to avoid using paint bucket tool to color everything because that will just not bring out that watercolor style. You have to manually brush everything so that you can bring out that watercolor texture. So I have no choice but to put a little bit of effort. If I want a textured art style, well, yeah, now I'll have to do that. But you know what? It's fun. I love putting texture. That's the thing about it. I know it's kind of time consuming, but because I love doing it, I don't mind the time consumption actually, you know? That's actually what's so amazing about when you love something. Even though it's difficult and very time consuming, but when you love doing it, you don't mind the labor. You don't mind how many hours you've spent on it because you're just in the zone. But when you don't enjoy the process, you definitely have a miserable time, even though the task or art style is very achievable to do, very easy to make. But if it's just really not your type, then you're not gonna have a good time. You're just not. If you don't enjoy something or a specific art style, then just change that art style. As for me, I don't like that digital look, that splash art style rendering, so I changed my rendering ways and turned into watercolor, and I've been enjoying that a lot more than my usual color, rendering style. Like for a lot of artists, they don't like line art, so what they do, they just either not do line art or just do a clean sketch. Okay, just replace the things that you don't enjoy. You don't have to force yourself, because for me and a lot of new artists, when they see something in other people's art and you see that a lot of people enjoy that kind of style, sometimes or even naturally, you then copy that art style. However, as you do something like that, you discover that you don't kind of like that kind of process. You start to agonize and hate the process, but you want that kind of art style, but you don't love it. Buddy, I'm here to tell you, just don't do it. Just stop doing that. You're just gonna go crazy. However, let me just clarify. Obviously, when you go out of your comfort zone, if this is a new style or new art study you're doing, obviously you're gonna have a hard time. However, what I'm trying to explain right now, if you're really trying to achieve a certain art style, and if it's really causing more damage than good, then I think it's time to consider letting that go. Challenges will always going to be present, especially when you're learning something new or achieving a specific goal. Of course, there's gonna be hurdles and struggles. But like I said, if the thing that you're trying to achieve is becoming toxic, it's becoming bad for you to the point that it's damaging your health, that's not. I think that's a sign that you should stop in. So just replace it. Just replace your art style. Just replace it. Just change it. It's okay. It's not a huge crime. Sure, it's understandable that maybe your audience would prefer your previous style, but you have to also consider your own feelings as well. And besides, I feel like if your audience really love your art, I feel like they will respect and will enjoy your art either way. Because, I had that kind of fear. And a lot of my audience, a lot of supporters still digs my new watercoloring style. And so I guess it's fine. It's fine if I change a little bit of my art style, which I guess it's not that far off. But it is kind of obvious if you compare my previous rendering style to my watercoloring style. You can see the difference there. Sure, the sketch and the drawing alone is not different, but the coloring style is kind of different, and that kind of worries me. This is why before I was having a hard time to let go of my classic rendering style, like I said, a lot of people know me by that kind of rendering style, and a lot of people like my art style because of that rendering style. However, I am suffering deep inside because I don't like the process of it, so I just change it. I just changed the coloring process style. That's why I feel like I need to update my commission, because I need to tell my clients that, you know what, I no longer like this style. I can still do it, but if you really want me to do this kind of art style, kind of rendering, you kind of have to pay me a bit more, because like I said, every process of that rendering is just an agony for me. So it has to be worth it, Every penny has to be worth it if you want that kind of art style. You have to pay me more. So yeah, so I feel like I might update my commission soon to make my watercoloring style my main art style right now. So yeah, that's a little bit of a rant there. Ooh wee. While we're on the topic, I just want to mention the thing about animation. I was actually pursuing that before, and because I actually enjoy doing animation. But the thing is, what I learned during the time I was in an animation school, I really, really have to love animation to able to survive animation in general. Because if your love is not enough or you just don't love animation at all, you're gonna have a miserable time. That is what the teachers told me. You really have to like love and enjoy animation so you can enjoy the animation labor. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's actually what I learned. I was like, I love animation, but do I love animation that much to the point that I will sacrifice even my own life? Nah. So I actually didn't pursue animation anymore because of that kind of thought. The thought of overworking for animation and the thought of not seeing or possibly not seeing your family just scared me, because that's what they say. You're gonna have to work a lot and not see your family if you're gonna pursue animation. I'm like, damn, really? Then I don't wanna do it. I guess I don't know, because I'm the type of person that I would love to spend time with my family because I don't have a lot of friends. So imagine that I don't have a lot of friends and I'm gonna be isolated from my family. That's not a good idea. I don't think that's a very ideal life for me. So I didn't pursue animation. I was scared of that thought. So yeah. See how satisfyingly scrumptious that part is. Look at that watercolor. Ugh, it's so delicious. I really love it. Like I said, I actually bought a color pencil brush pack, and I'm gonna put that result back to back to the original watercolor style, because before I oh my la la la. What I'm trying to say that when I was doing this watercolor art, I didn't have that color pencil brush pack yet. So I didn't actually, or I have no footage of me adding the watercolor texture. So I'm just gonna put the result at the end of the video and see what you guys like. Obviously, I do prefer with the watercolor with the color pencil texture brush. I actually love them both, but with the texture color pencil, it actually adds more boom to the art. I think that's that, at least just for me. Oh my gosh, I actually forgot to color the eyebrows. Oh my goodness. Yes, up until now, as of recording, I did not color the eyebrows. Oh my gosh. I did realize this in the live stream. I was like, I'm gonna color the eyebrows later because I'm too lazy to deal with it right now. Well, look what you've done, Marvy. You forgot to color the eyebrows. Are you happy right now? Are you happy? Look, because of your laziness, you forgot something. I mean, yeah, it's just a small thing, but if I keep doing this, I'm gonna keep forgetting to color the small things, and it's gonna become a big thing. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, we're at the end of the video. So yeah, this is the first render of the color watercolor style without a color pencil. Yeah, very watercolory, very simple dimple. And here's with the color pencil style. See if you like it better. I personally love the color pencil. It adds more children's book illustration, which I love. So yeah, so you're at the end of the video, and thank you for watching. If you reached this far, thank you, I love you so much. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.